some really good stuff coming up here. Some stuff that, like, Erin's mind got blown when I saw this.
Sweet news is here, come take a peek. PEZ is popping at the expo this week. New designs, fresh drops, so fun to see. Let's unwrap the latest PEZ with me. Oh.
PEZ collector Erin here reporting from the PEZ studio because the Sweets Snacks Expo of 2025 is happening this week in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I thought I'd come up to my PEZ studio and give you all the PEZ news that came out of the Sweets Snacks Expo. There's a lot. And I'm going to go over all the Sweets Snacks Expo variations throughout the years because there's quite a few of them and I do not have them all in my collection, but now I have this list made, so maybe I'll be picking up a few here and adding them to the collection. But I thought that might be a fun variation guide to help you collect all the Sweets Snacks Expo PEZ, because one of the most exciting parts of the Sweets Snacks Expos are the PEZ that PEZ releases that are super limited edition. They're hard to get, so cross my fingers I can get a 2025 one. PEZ should give us all an opportunity to buy one, or you have to win the lottery to buy one, but the proceeds go to charity, which is usually good. That's what they did last year at least. So I'm thinking that they're going to do the same thing. I don't know 100% yet, but fingers crossed, other fingers crossed, that I'm able to get the 2025 Sweets Snacks Expo PEZ because this is adorable. Let's just start off with that. Now we all know PEZ has been obsessed with making these PEZ presenter girls, and I'm not going to complain. I like these too. But for the Sweets Snacks Expo 2025, they made a blueberry PEZ presenter girl PEZ dispenser, and this is so cute. It has blueberries on the card, and of course, since it's blueberries, the hair is blue. It's kind of like a purplish blue if you ask me. The stem matches the hair pretty close, might be a little lighter. And printed on the stem there, it does say Sweets Snacks 2025 in white. Of course, she's wearing her little PEZ hat. The best part about this is that she's winking. This is the first winking PEZ presenter girl, which probably only opens up a lot of other emotions that we could get for PEZ presenter girl PEZ in the future. Comment down below, what other emotions would you like to see? It's kind of like an emoji. And it comes with the brand new blueberry PEZ flavored candy, which was released this year already, but I've tried it here on the channel. It's not my favorite, but I love blueberries. Blueberries are like one of my top favorite fruits of all time. I eat them almost daily. Okay, fingers crossed again. Other fingers that I can get one of these and add it to the collection this year without paying a crazy price for it. If not, I might just be like other years when, you know, just never added them to the collection. If you don't know what the Sweets and Snacks Expo is, it's the ultimate destination for your sweets and snacks products. There are over 1,000 candy and snack exhibitors at the Sweets and Snacks Expo. So of course you're going to find some new releases. And of course, PEZ USA has a booth there every year for the last few years now. And that's where PEZ USA showcases all their new releases for the rest of the year, and then some that trickle into the year after even. So we'll have new releases for 2025 and then some into 2026, because PEZ, they have to plan out their new PEZ dispensers so far in advance that, you know, they're working on these probably a year or two before we even see the actual PEZ dispenser on the shelves or we're able to buy them on the website. So the Sweets and Snacks Expo is always so exciting. It's kind of like going to the San Diego Comic-Con for PEZ collectors, or some could say PEZmania because that is the largest PEZ convention. It looks like a really fun expo. I've never been, but maybe some year I'll have to go. Starting back in 2015, that was the first year that PEZ made a Sweets and Snacks Expo PEZ, a limited edition one you could only get at the expo. Now over the years there's been different ways of getting these PEZ dispensers from the PEZ booth. You usually have to win them in some kind of game, or maybe you're just lucky and someone at PEZ will give one to you. But most of the time it's from playing a game. Not everyone that visits the PEZ booth will get one of these limited edition dispensers, because usually there's about 1,000 of each of these made, so very low quantities. But let's go back to 2015, and that's the first one. And there's the PEZ Pal boy. He's wearing the red hat. It says PEZ on it, and it has a red stem. And then in 2016, we got this heart emoji eye one, and it says I love PEZ down the stem. 2017, we got a ball mold. Woohoo! It has a PEZ mascot on it, and it says Team PEZ around the circle. That's pretty cute, but it is a ball. 2018, they got not so much more creative. They made us PEZ trucks. And on the truck there's the mascot and the PEZ logo and some fruit. 2019, we got the lemon mascot. I'm gonna call it the lemon mascot because it's yellow. It's just a yellow mascot. It's a piece of PEZ candy, if you can't tell. And the stem is blue and it says NCA 2019 printed down the stem there. In 2020, we got a mystery mascot PEZ dispenser. The piece of PEZ candy is white. And then it's on a blue stem. And it says NCA 2020 down the stem. I do have this mystery one in the collection. It's very nice. Then in 2022, we got a cupcake treats PEZ dispenser, and it has the longer little confettis on it. It's on a red stem. I also have the 2022 cupcake PEZ in my collection. Then going with the treats theme, in 2023, we got a slice of pizza. And on the stem there, it says, in pizza we crust. PEZ likes to put the little fun puns on the treat PEZ dispensers, which I like. In 2024, we got the PEZ Presenter Girl, the classic one. We finally figured out what her name is from a couple months ago. We actually got the classic PEZ Presenter Girls released, and she's got the red hair. And last year I was one of the lucky ones, and I was able to buy the 2024 PEZ Presenter Girl, and this has to be my favorite one out of all of these. I will cherish her forever. So, still fingers crossed, everything's crossed, that I get a chance to buy the new 2025 PEZ Presenter Girl, the blueberry one, because she must be added to the collection. I have to have her here. I want to show her here with you. I gotta get her. Let's move on to the new releases. That's why most people are probably here. That's why I'm here. I mean, I like the PEZ Presenter Girl, but let's just move on to the new releases, because some of these, mind blown. Some of them we already knew, but we actually have products that I can share, not just mock-ups of the products. I'm like, man, PEZ has really stepped up their game this past couple years, and coming into 2025, 2026, they have a lot of really popular characters. Seems like they've been doing really good at getting more popular characters on board to make these PEZ dispensers of, and I like that. Don't get me wrong, I do like more obscure licensed characters, or maybe a character that PEZ makes up that's non-licensed. Those are also fun to fill the collection with, but they've had some really high top popular licensed characters lately. Starting with Pokemon. Now PEZ has been making Pikachu and Pokemon PEZ over the years. We had a Pokemon release back in the 90s, and then over the last couple years we've been getting Pikachus, Eevees, we had Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and a Pokeball. But this year we're adding Gengar to the collection. Gengar's supposed to release on the PEZ.com website any day now, and we also got a new Pikachu expression this year, but we're also getting these Pokemon PEZ clips. So if you like to clip charms, keychains to your bags, you know, if you're in that Labubu phase, you might want to buy some of these Pokemon PEZ clips to add instead. Because if you're like me, you don't want to spend way more for Labubu than, you know, the $30 that Pop Mart sells it for. But you want a Labubu, but you can't get one, you buy your PEZ clips. Not that these aren't going to be hot and popular. It's just that they're easier to get, at least so far. But you know, after everyone watches this video, the millions of you guys out there, you're going to be going out and buying these Pokemon PEZ clips and selling them for 5 times their worth over on eBay, Mercari. But we're getting these Pokemon PEZ clips. There's Pikachu and Gengar in this series, and I think these look really great. Last year we did get Pikachu and a Pokeball PEZ clip. We all know Pikachu is like the top, most famous, most recognizable Pokemon, but Gengar is right up there as well. Definitely a fan favorite by Pokemon fans and collectors. And those aren't the only mini PEZ clips we're getting. We're also getting Stitch and Angel. And we also just got a Stitch and Angel PEZ dispenser release just very recently. And these little clips are also adorable. I'm gonna need to put these on another bag or another purse. I cannot not hang these on my bag. These are so cute. Both of those PEZ clips are supposed to release anytime now. All these new releases should be sold on PEZ.com, the PEZ USA website. And also you can always check your favorite stores that sell PEZ. You can try World Market, Five Below, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, your local candy store, CVS. Those are usually the places I go shopping for PEZ, so if you don't want to buy stuff online like a lot of collectors don't, and they like the thrill of the hunt of going to the store. The next PEZ series I want to talk about are the Squishmallow PEZ series that are going to be brand new this year. Now if you've been living under a rock, you might not know what a Squishmallow is, but it's not a rock. It should be like if you're living under a pillow. That doesn't make any sense. Squishmallows are plushes, and they're just basic shapes of these animals, and they're super popular. There's people who collect Squishmallows like us PEZ collectors collect PEZ. Probably more Squishmallow collectors. It's kind of like a Beanie Baby, but they're big and they're round. I do have some in my office because they're too cute not to buy. But we are getting these Squishmallow PEZ. There's Cam, the calico cat. There's Junie, and Junie is a banana. And then there's a cow named Patty. It's a pink cow. These are adorable. Only way these could have got any better if they were like little soft plushes on top of the PEZ dispenser, but so far PEZ has not done that. Maybe someday? I don't know, but they're hard plastic, but these are so cute. You can't hardly step into like a Walgreens or Walmart or Target or stores like that without seeing Squishmallows on the shelves for sale. So these are going to be hot. If you want these, you might want to buy them soon, because it seems like once PEZ starts making these Squishmallow PEZ, I mean, it's only a matter of time till they keep making more of the characters from the Squishmallow line, because there's a lot of really popular characters. And PEZ, if you're watching, can you make a capybara, please? I have the capybara Squishmallow in my office. It's my favorite one. I actually have 3 different sizes of it, so a PEZ dispenser would look really nice on the shelf next to them. We've seen these before, but we're getting a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They go along with the TV series that's releasing. Same character development. I think these look really great. Of course, we have Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael. I grew up with the Ninja Turtles. I'm addicted to the Ninja Turtles. We have a lot of Ninja Turtles in the collection already from the 90s, but these will be a fun new addition. We've had some other Ninja Turtle releases sprinkled over the years as well. I have all mine over there on the shelf. I like them a lot, and I think these are going to be a really great addition to the PEZ lineup. And those are going to be releasing really soon as well. I should say really soon is like a month or 2, but really soon. The next series I'm going to talk about, I think it's going to be a super hot series. If these don't sell really well, I'd be pretty surprised, because everyone knows The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it a Halloween movie? It's both, I guess, right? It's a Tim Burton made, stop motion animation movie. It's great. I actually rewatched it last Christmas and I really enjoyed it. And we're actually getting PEZ dispensers this year. In the past, we have gotten Funko Pop PEZ of the Nightmare Before Christmas characters, but PEZ, they're doing this by themselves this time, and I think these are really, really great. The first wave of releases, we're going to get Jack, Sally, and Zerro. So Jack, he's the main character, and Sally's the main character, and Zerro is Jack's dog. So we're going to get those 3 on cards, and then we're going to get a Jack and a Sally gift set. And, like one of those little box sets. Where are mine at? Mine are up. You can't see them, but they're up there. And that's going to look really great, I think, on the shelf. But a little bit later in the year, maybe a month or 2 later, we're going to get a whole Nightmare Before Christmas gift tin set. And now these are exclusive to the tin because they have print on the stems. And there's an Oogie Boogie, which I think is, I don't know, maybe a fan favorite of the Nightmare Before Christmas. First up, there's an Oogie Boogie PEZ dispenser, and print on the stem there are some gross bugs. And then there's Jack, and it looks like he's got his pinstripes from his suit printed on the front of his stem. And then there's Sally, And that looks like Sally's little dress that she wears in the movie. And then there's the dog Zerro, which has little pumpkins printed down the stem. And you gotta agree with me that just the art on the tin looks really great. I think PEZ and Disney did a really great job on these. I'm so excited this video is going by too fast. Also in a couple months, maybe July, August, we'll start seeing the Halloween PEZ appear at stores. Because, you know, the holiday PEZ usually come out a couple months before the holiday. And we're actually getting a Day of the Dead PEZ dispenser. It's a pumpkin. It has the Day of the Dead design on it. I think this looks really great. I do like the idea of this because, you know, we have a lot of Halloween PEZ. I don't think we're getting anything new for the Halloween lineup except for, you know, if we get like a limited edition online exclusive release, which we probably will because we always do. But this is actually a new holiday. I guess it's a holiday. So it's the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. I don't know if I pronounced that right, I tried. But if you don't know what it is, it's a celebration that honors and remembers deceased and loved ones. Mostly in Mexico and Latin America, so here in the United States, you know, I do not celebrate that. But I think this is going to be a really great addition to the PEZ holiday lineup. And I can only imagine they could, you know, make some other designs on pumpkins, or I think I've seen skulls and stuff like that. PEZ could, I think, elaborate with this series a little bit more over the years, but I think this is a really great start. And I was looking in the display case there, and I did notice that the mini PEZ, the little Halloween minis, it looks like the bag graphic is new this year. And I don't know if the PEZ dispensers inside are updated, but, you know, if the bag graphic is new, maybe they'll put new graphics on the mini PEZ. At least that'll get us collectors and other people maybe to buy them. I did ask PEZ about this bag, and they said they can't give away all their secrets. I do like a good PEZ surprise though, so. Then around September, we're going to be getting this new Spongebob twin pack, and inside there is the brand new Spongebob PEZ. See how his eyes are real sparkly and his mouth is really wide open. It's on a red stem. It's going to look really great in the Spongebob lineup, even though we already have like a million Spongebob PEZ. I'll still take a new Spongebob PEZ. And then there's also Patrick, which I think Patrick looks the same, but the graphics on this little box are really cute, and it'll look really nice up here on my shelf. If you like giant PEZ dispensers, you're gonna be happy that we're getting one new giant PEZ this year. Seems like the last 2 years we've been getting new giant PEZ, just one a year, and I can handle that. And I don't mind buying one giant PEZ a year. We got the giant Mickey, which sits, where is he at? Oh no, he's not in the shot anymore. He sits up there. And then the giant Pikachu, oh, you can't see giant, what? I need to move those into the shot. There's a giant Pikachu up here. But this year for 2025, we're getting a giant Stitch PEZ dispenser. Stitch is hot. This new Stitch PEZ are hot. What's hotter? A giant Stitch PEZ dispenser. I'll be adding that to the collection. I always say I don't like giant PEZ, but I can manage buying one a year. Especially when they're really good characters that I like. I mean, I couldn't not buy Pikachu. Also coming in September, we're getting a new character added to the Gsbby's Dollhouse lineup. It's gonna be this little kitty fairy. I don't know anything about this show, except for the little cats PEZ dispensers that we've gotten in the past are really, really cute. And we've gotten Gsbby, of course, but a new little kitty fairy. This thing is adorable. I can't wait to add this to the collection. And everybody loves the Treats PEZ dispensers. At least I do. And we've had pizza PEZ before with little pepperoni, but this release, it looks more just like an all cheese. Blowing it up. Maybe there's some sausage on it. It looks just mostly like a little piece of a cheese pizza. I don't know, it's cute. And that'll look really great on the shelf next to my pepperoni pizza. I haven't eaten lunch yet. That sounds good. And then also I love donuts. I don't eat donuts a lot, but I love a donut. And we've gotten a donut in the past, but we're getting a little chocolate donut this time. It has little white, yellow, and blue sprinkles. Some chocolate frosting. On a yellow stem. That's gonna be super cute. I'm excited for that. Look inside this case. Of course, we see the Hello Kitty box sets there. There's a Hello Kitty on the new card. But check out that Hello Kitty tin. I have a better picture here of it. On the left there's a Hello Kitty. She's got bows printed down her stem. And then, this is the one that, like, I was surprised. Cinnamoroll is added to the PEZ lineup. I was just saying the other day that PEZ is definitely going to be making a Cinnamoroll PEZ dispenser really soon. It's got to be one of the top Sanrio characters out there. Next, PEZ, can you make a Pom Pom Purin? The little dog. I think it's a dog. It's like a little yellow chunky dog. I love that one. Maybe next year you can make that for me. Just for me. No other collectors need that, just me. But on the Cinnamoroll PEZ, there's little clouds printed down a light blue stem. I mean, the Sanrio people are gonna go crazy for this. Hello Kitty is really popular. Really popular right now. So I think these are really great additions. And it was just Hello Kitty's 50th anniversary. So I think that's why we're getting all these new Hello Kitty and Friends PEZ dispensers. And then there's My Melody also in there. She also has little bows printed down her stem. And she has a little yellow bow in her hair. These colors are new. And the stem prints. And then there's a Kuromi PEZ, which we just got Kuromi PEZ release. But this Kuromi has a little black, I don't know if you call it the hat, whatever is on top of Kuromi's head. It could just be the color of her head. I don't know. But she has the little pink skull up there. She's on a pink stem with some black skulls printed on it. And the Kuromi PEZ we already got this year is like a purple head. And I was always like, why is it not black? But this makes sense. They saved the black variation for the gift tin. If you think the front of that gift tin is really cute, I mean, check out the back graphic on that as well. There's a rainbow. And then there's a whole bunch. I'm zooming in here. There's a whole bunch of the Sanrio, Hello Kitty and Friends characters. So maybe I see Pom Pom Purin, Kuromi, My Melody, Hello Kitty, Kuromi. We've had a Kuromi PEZ in the past, but maybe it's time for an updated new Kuromi, and then Cinnamoroll. And I think on the other side there's Bats Maru, which we've had before as well. Oh, and then the Blue Penguin one, which I don't know the name of that one, and then the other White Dog. PEZ, I think since you put these on the back, you're just teasing us. Looks like we might have to wait a couple more years, and maybe these are surprises that are going to be coming this year or next year. Because PEZ doesn't tell us everything at the expo. We have surprises during the year, which we will talk about here soon. I'm a little too excited for the Hello Kitty and Friends PEZ dispensers, but it'll be worth the wait. And you may have noticed there are no new Christmas PEZ releases at the expo, but that doesn't mean that we're not getting new Christmas PEZ this year. It looks like we're going to get a girl elf and maybe a new print on the ugly Christmas sweater PEZ. I think both of those would be really great additions. But you know, PEZ is all like, shh, secrets. And then this is so cute. I had to look this up. We're also getting Pudgy penguins. And now if you're like me and you're like, Erin, what the heck is a Pudgy penguin? I do live on the internet a lot, but I have never seen these Pudgy penguins. I don't think. They are adorable and they're going to make really great PEZ dispensers. But these will probably come, I would probably say in 2026, because at the expo, PEZ teased us with this picture. And it looks like a prototype of the Pudgy penguin. And if you don't know, Pudgy penguin started as an NFT. And then I guess it got so popular that they started making a whole like apparel line, a whole toy line. Like if you look it up, there's a lot out there with Pudgy penguins. I've never heard of it. The person here is wearing the Pudgy penguins hat and a t-shirt that I saw you could buy on their website. I mean, look at the graphics. This is super cute. You know the PEZ dispenser is gonna look really cute too. One of the penguins' name is Pingu. Pengu. So I guess we're gonna get a Pingu PEZ dispenser for sure. Probably the blue one. I would say we're probably gonna get a blue and a pink one. Maybe it'll be in a gift set. I don't know. But look forward to that. And then another series that I think is gonna be really popular. PEZ teased us with this graphic on their booth. There's no actual PEZ of these characters yet, but we're getting Bluey PEZ dispensers. Now, you have to know what Bluey is. I mean, Bluey's been around for a few years probably now. I always see it on TikTok because people always say like Bluey has colors in it. It's a TV series that like dogs would like to watch. So I always see TikToks about that, but it's for like preschool kids. But Bluey is all about this little family of dogs. There's 4 of them in the main family, and they're all healer dogs. And of course, there's the dad Bandit, the mom Chili, and then the main dog Bluey, the little blue one, and then Bluey's little sister, brother, I don't know, Bingo. I think Bluey is a girl. I'm not sure. Now Bluey, it's a TV series, and the Bluey family and all the characters, they live down in Brisbane, Australia. And I know some PEZ collectors down in Australia that have been asking for Bluey PEZ for quite some time. And I don't know if PEZ finally listened to them, or PEZ is just like, okay, Bluey is really popular, we need to do this. But somehow we're getting Bluey PEZ, and I cannot wait to see these. These are going to be really cute. I love dogs, so... And you gotta agree with me that the Bluey characters are adorable, and they're going to look really great on top of PEZ dispensers. But I don't think we're going to get this Bluey series until next year's 2026. Supposedly, it's going to be like an Easter release. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Now if you're like, Erin, okay, that was a lot, but the mailman is going down the street during my newscast. That's all the new releases PEZ teased us with at the Sweets Snacks Expo. I'm sure there was probably some Easter eggs maybe I missed. I don't know, I wasn't there. I just see what I see in pictures. I kind of blew up the pictures really large and, you know, like scoped everything out in the cases as much as I could. And thanks PEZ for those photos, and another person that was there sent me some photos. If you're thinking to yourself, that's not a whole year's worth of releases, well, you're right. But PEZ, they also like to release limited edition online exclusives all throughout the year as well, and they don't always show us all those. Usually they coincide with holidays, mostly holidays, all holidays. So we get a PEZ for most holidays now, which I think is really, really cool. And you have to buy them online. And if you want to not miss out on those releases, you know, make sure you're following me over on social media. I'm Erin Collects PEZ on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And I always post when new releases are released, especially the limited edition ones, because I don't want you guys missing out on them. Because then I get sad messages from you guys going, I missed them. And then I feel bad. So in order to keep us all happy, just follow me on social media and you won't miss out on those new releases. I'm Erin Collects PEZ, so it's pretty easy to find me. And these are all PEZ USA releases. PEZ USA likes to showcase all their new releases for the year without showing us too much. At the expo, PEZ International, they like to give us the brochure that has all the releases in it for the year. But I really do love a good PEZ surprise, so I don't like to know everything. I like it when people go to stores and all of a sudden there's an updated PEZ or a new release that people are finding, or PEZ.com releases a new PEZ, or PEZ International releases a new PEZ during the year, and I'm like, that's what makes PEZ collecting fun, I think. Those extra surprises that we don't know about. But I also get so excited about knowing what's coming up. So if I have some stuff I know about and then some surprises that are going to be sprinkled throughout the years, I think that makes PEZ collecting really fun. Comment down below which PEZ dispenser you're looking forward to the most. I'm trying to think what my favorite might be. Maybe the Hello Kitty box set. The Nightmare Before Christmas box set as well. The gift tins on both of those. Let's see. I'm also pretty excited about the Pokemon PEZ clips. I think the Gengar is going to be a really great addition. And of course, I love Pikachu, so those are going to look really great on my bag. It's hard to pick just one. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to say everything. Everything is really nice. Well, as I am PEZ's #1 fan, I cannot wait to see what we get in 2025, 2026 from PEZ USA. Of course, PEZ International, love you too, but I'm in the United States. And I cannot wait to see what we get and what I can add to my collection. Looks like it's going to be a fun couple years. Well, thanks everybody for joining me today in this Sweets and Snacks Expo 2025 PEZ news video. Hopefully you learned a little something. Hopefully you saw something that you're just like, I can't wait to be a PEZ collector this year. So everybody, for the PEZ and Coffee live stream on Saturday. Bye!
Sweet news is here, come take a peek. PEZ is popping at the expo this week.